It's Air Force One. Like, are you kidding? Who gets to say they get to go on this incredible aircraft? God, there's so much. First of all, the way it's all laid out so that the president has his own quarters, with a bedroom, a bathroom, an office. You've probably seen the office in, news clips because he'll let the press in there. It's crazy. By the way, whenever he's like, all right, let them in, let the animals in, you barely have room to breathe in there because there are probably like 40 people crammed in there, with cameras, with the recording devices, with microphones, with notepads, all the things just like shoved in his face. And it's a tight enough spot. It gets very warm with all those people in there. But, that's very cool. And there's sort of like there's several smaller rooms for people to meet. There's sort of like a conference room where you have a lot of, cabinet members or dignitaries or whoever might be flying with the president at the time where they can sit if they need a meeting space. But I think the coolest part is the food. You go on airplanes and you expect a certain kind of quality of food, even like you're in first class, whatever. It's airplane food. It is not airplane food on Air Force One. They have a full kitchen, a full staff in that kitchen. And, they have a menu that they say, oh, would you like this? This is what we're preparing tonight. If you don't want that, they're going to be able to get you something else. Whenever we went down, or actually up at this point, we went up to Daytona with my father-in-law for the Daytona 500. You probably remember the famous photo of my daughter standing alongside of him whenever he walked out in front of the whole crowd there. We were on the way either down, it was one of the directions, either there or back with him. And, they kind of had adult food on there. My kids weren't like really vibing with it. And so they were like, oh, well, would you like this, that, or the other? Because we could also make that. Yeah, they're pretty amazing. So I would say that is a huge perk of Air Force One. And it's just so iconic, to walk out the door that the president does and stand there and look at the steps. Like, you think about how much history has been made walking out that door, landing in different countries, negotiating deals, bringing peace places. I mean, I just think about all the history with that particular plane. It's pretty amazing.